All right, so this is a lesson on the names of the white keys. So I'm going to go over each one of them and describe them, and here we go. So if we go to a group of three, in between the second and third is A. That is A. And here's an A, here's an A. The A's all look alike. The only A that really looks different is the very bottom key on the piano. Is also an A because the group of three just stops before you get to the second black key, but that is also an A. So that's A. And let's just go up the music alphabet. After A comes B. And B is just above a group of three. So a bunch of B's. These are all B's. After B is C. And C is just to the left, just below the group of two. This is a C, this is a C, this is a C, C's. And there is one C that doesn't look like it. The very highest note on the whole piano is also a C. After that, we go up to D. And this is, you can remember this is D because it's delicious, because there is a D. It's like the cream in the middle of an Oreo. So the two cookies, there's the delicious cream, D. And so D looks like that. After D comes E. E is just above the group of two. And it looks like that. E. E, 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 E. Go up from E and you come to F. Now we're back near a group of three. It's just to the left below the group of three is F. And these are all the F's. And then we go up one more, and this is our last note that we have to learn. After F is G. G is in the middle of a group of three, but it's between the first two. A, our first note we learned, was between the second two black keys. G is right here. So this is where the musical alphabet starts over. G and starts over again in A. The G is, like I said, between the first and second black key in a group of three. So here's all the G's, or a bunch of G's. G, 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 G. All right, so now that we know the names of all the notes, we're going to play, I'm going to actually do the say it and play it and say it drill. So you can do it when you're on your own with this video. So the first key we're going to try and find is an A. So make sure you're sitting at your piano, and I want you to play an A for me. I'm going to give you a second to do it. All right, if you got it right, it should look like this. In group of three, between the second and third, this is an A. It doesn't matter which A, you can play any A. That's A. The next note we're going to try and play is a D. Remember delicious? So try and find it on your piano. Okay. See if you found the right note, it should look like this. Right in between the two cookies. D. Any D is fine. That's D. Now we're going to find G. So see if you can find a G on your piano. Remember, if you're lost, you can always find an A and do the alphabet. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds to find a G. Okay. Here is G. I'm going to just do the alphabet to show you. So we knew this was A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that's what G looks like. It's in between the group of three and between the first two. G. All those G's. After G, we're going to try and find a C. So try and find a C on your piano. Okay. So C is here. Just to the left of a group of two, right below group of two. Any C is fine. There is one C all the way up here. But for this drill, when we're doing it, try and find something in the middle rather than the oddball ones at the end. So that is a C. Okay. Next, we're going to try and find an F. See if you can find an F on your piano. All right. F looks like this. Group of 3, just below is F. And the F is fine, all the Fs. And then we're going to try to find next B. Try and find a B on your piano. Remember, it would be right next to A because the musical alphabet is A, B. And so B is here. Just to the right, right above the group of 3. Those are B's. And our next note should be the last one. I want you to find an E. Give you some time, figure out where E is. Okay, so E is here. Just to the right of a group of 2. Next to delicious, D, E. Okay, so let's keep going. Now we're going to do the opposite game. That was say it and play it. Now we're going to do the opposite. This is play it and say it. So I'm going to play a note. You can see my hands okay? Okay, so I'm going to play a note and you name it, and then I'll tell you what it is after giving you a few seconds to think about it. So first we're going to start with this one. So just think about it and see if you can figure out what the name of this is. Okay, that is our delicious D. Right there. Okay, let's try the next note. We're going to try this note. Think about it and see if you can come up with the name of this one. Okay, this is G. It's right next door to where the musical alphabet starts over. This is G, this is A, that's G, right? Group of 3 between the first 2 is G. Next, we're going to do this one. Think about it and see if you can guess the name of this one. This is C. The C I'm happen to be playing right here is middle C, but all C's are a group of 2 just to the left. That's C. Okay, next note we're going to try is F. And, oh shoot, I gave it away. We'll come back and do that again later. But that is F. Okay, now we're going to go up to this one. Yeah. Try and come up with the name of this one. Okay, this one is B. Just to the right of a group of 3 is B. And then we jump up to this or down. Tell me the name of this note. All right, this is E, right next to delicious, D, E. Okay, and we have one more. We're going to jump up to this. What note is this? And that's our good friend A. This is, if you only can remember one note, this is the one to remember between the group of 3, between the second and third black keys. That's A. All right, we're going to come back and do this one because we messed it up before. What is the name of this key? This is F. To the left of a group of 3. All right, that's it.